Olá, começa aqui mais uma AbrascaTV. Nós vamos falar sobre tecnologia para o mercado de capitais com dois representantes internacionais da Kira System. São eles Robert Armbruster e Daniel Himmel. Eles serão entrevistados por Rafael Sasso.
Fala pessoal, eu sou o Rafael Sasso, sou coordenador da Sync e a gente está recebendo hoje aqui o pessoal da Kira. Eu vou estar conduzindo a entrevista em dois blocos. No primeiro bloco a gente vai entender um pouquinho o que é a Kira, que tipo de tecnologia eles estão desenvolvendo, e no segundo bloco entender um pouco das aplicações da Kira e os tipos de casos de empresas law firms que estão usando e grandes empresas que estão usando a Kira ao redor do mundo. Rob, thank you, Danny. So to start, Rob, Kira is one of the main legal techs in the world right now. You became big, you're in many countries, so what should you do? What you are doing and in which countries? How is this internationalization going on? Can you tell a little bit to us?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And first of all, thank you for having us. It's really great to be here, here at B3 and also here in Sao Paulo, so thanks for having us. Yeah, so Kira Systems, what we do, we are an AI software solution that helps to streamline the contract review process. So law firms, corporations really have a big challenge when it comes to understanding what's inside of their contracts, or in the case of a law firm working on an M&A due diligence project, what need to understand everything that comes along with a company who's being bought by their client. So it's an incredibly time-consuming process. It's often very redundant in that these associates at these firms are really looking for the same thing over and over again, and a lot of errors can be made. And it's something that, especially these days, clients are not really happy to pay for. On the corporate side, it's really, there could be a new regulation that comes out, and that corporation needs to understand how all of its contracts are impacted by that regulation. That is a very, very tough process. So what the software is designed to do is essentially read through those contracts and pull out the concepts that they need to find. The software essentially will get you 90% of the way there, and then either the attorney or whoever the reviewer is at that point will refine those results and complete the project. And the idea that Kira has really, really helped streamline that process and make it a lot quicker. We've been around since 2011. So we were first to this space, started by a former M&A attorney and a PhD. We are used in over 40 countries now. Okay. We are here in Brazil as well. We have 4 very large law firm customers here in Brazil that we're very, very happy to be working with, and very happy to be here in the Brazilian market. And so we have not only Brazil, but a lot of jurisdictions outside the U.S. and Canada. We're actually headquartered in Toronto, Canada. Are using the system, training the system in their language to extract those concepts. They've certainly found that Kira has drastically reduced the amount of time that they need to spend on these projects, and really helps the bottom line.
Okay, thank you. And Danny, can you talk a little bit about how do you use AI and machine learning on the software, and how this help the clients?
Sure. So we use proprietary machine learning algorithms. It was developed at one of the top computer science institutes in Canada by our CTO, a PhD. So we've developed a robust algorithm that uses artificial intelligence to pull legal concepts from contracts. So rather than using a keyword search to pull out a particular word, it pulls out concepts. So if the words happen to differ, the machine learning is intelligent enough that it will pull out the underlying concept even if the words are different. So if you imagine complex agreements across a number of different industries, they will have contracts that have varied language but fundamental concepts throughout. So rather than having a human sit and review and possibly make any number of errors, you have a machine learning algorithm powering that review to do it in a fraction of the time with increased accuracy.
Ok, thank you. Estamos finalizando o primeiro bloco e no segundo bloco a gente vai falar um pouquinho mais dos casos de uso e as empresas que estão usando a Kira e como isso está funcionando.